Hello everybody and welcome to Stealwing3 Plays The Darkest Dungeon. I'm Stealwing3 and hello everybody, how's it going? So welcome to The Darkest Dungeon. This is a turn-based like RPG game where it has a very like Dark Souls, Eldritch, dark theme to it. And it's a great game. I played it before on the channel and I didn't get very far into it. But the game actually recently got its full release. So I thought that I would come back and give this a crack. I figured it'd be something nice to break up all the content from just posting, you know, Chroma Squad all the time. And it's, you know, got a different tone to it. It's a little bit of a harsher game. It's a little bit more unforgiving. And it's a little bit of a longer game. So this will be going on while, even like, while I'm playing XCOM 2, but that'll be fine. I'll deal with the scheduling for that later. But let's get right into the action. So like I said before, Darkest Dungeon is a turn-based strategy game where basically you have like a party
along the old road.
You have a party of heroes who arrive along the old road.
Troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption. So, as you can tell, the tone of the Darkest Dungeon's a little bit darker than the other games that I've played on the channel, at least of late. And I love this game. The game's hard as all of it hell. It's like, it's a basically turn-based Dark Souls. It's very punishing, very difficult, but it's got really rich, deep strategy and really rich and deep RPG elements, and I'm very excited to get back into playing it. It recently got its full release on Steam. It was on early access before that, and I had played it before, and I've clocked a couple hours into it. Not a lot though. I've only clocked like 4 hours into it or something like that. But I'm excited to get back into it. In brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
So combat takes place a little bit like this. So basically we have two heroes. We have Dismas, the highwayman, and we have our knight guy whose name I don't know. And combat, you have 4 abilities, and there are enemies. You take turns, and it's based on like initiative order. So it's sort of like it kind of feels like a D&D campaign actually. Enemies have special abilities, obviously. You can dodge, and you deal damage. It's not terribly difficult. You just kill the enemy, don't die. Now, the tutorial is not the hardest, not the most challenging thing in the universe, but I have known people to die here. It's sort of like Dark Souls, where if you know what you're doing, and you're sort of like aware of yourself while you're handling the situations, you could survive. But if you're, you know, coming in la-di-da, like, it'll be fine, who cares, blah, 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 I'm just gonna swing all the things and never bother to look at things like stunning blow stuns this guy and things like that, you'll get punished. The game will punish you. But, you know, that being said, it's fine. I do want to kill, so, this big bandit, the bloodletter guy, this guy, he's really tough, and he deals a lot of damage, so I do want to take him out, but I also want to take out the Fusilier guy back here, because that guy can do blanket fire, which is an AoE ability, and universally speaking, AoE abilities are, you know, horseshit.
Well struck.
They're very strong, they do lots of damage. Our characters only have like 30 HP, and the enemies deal like 10 damage. So you gotta be on your toes. It's definitely a game that demands your attention, so to speak. But that being said, I think it's fine. I do want to take out the Fusilier, so I think we're gonna. He didn't die. That sucks. Ruined my plans. Hopefully that'll stun this guy. We can get an extra turn to try to take out the Fusilier before we deal with anything else.
So having my Highwayman in the front's bad, because this guy, the Bloodletter, a lot of his abilities only hit the target in the front, and so it's important to normally have your Knight in the front, but I don't have that option right now, so I'm just going to have to try to brawl this guy down to death. Hopefully the Highwayman doesn't take too much damage. But it'll be fine. There's also lots of customization. I can like change the name of all these people, and you get other heroes as the game progresses, basically. Oh, this is new. When most monsters die, they leave a corpse. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. You can attack a corpse to make them go away faster, but it's often better to approach them using a ranged attack, a push or pull skill, or even corpse clearing special skills that some heroes have. Cool. Monsters killed with bleed or blight will not leave a corpse. That's interesting. So the game used to be a lot easier than it is now, or so I've heard rumblings on the internet for. And by that, I mean, it used to be that, so that corpse thing is new. So the enemies used to slide forward when you killed them. So you had the ability to sort of handle it. We're going to continue adventuring because I want to open this thing up. I don't know what this is. It's trapped. I got blighted. Alright, we're good. We can leave now. And that's Darkest Dungeon. But like that corpse thing is new. I know a lot of like the abilities got rebalanced so that they like a lot of the AoE abilities that your heroes can have have gone away, so that's bad. So we got two new, so these are traits. You get them every time a character levels up, I believe. We got Dacnomania, which is obsessed with killing, and +1 speed if below 50% HP. That's not bad. Dacnomania is a bad thing, apparently, so normally if they're red...
home, such as it is.
Hold on, sorry.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Alright. So this is like our town. Basically, we can hire new heroes from the stagecoach, look at dead heroes in the graveyard, and then this is like
In time,
memories.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, graveyard's fine. The stagecoach is
Most will
important
end
though,
up
because
here,
this is where
covered in the
we hire
poisoned
new heroes.
awaiting
Take these
merciful
two.
oblivion.
And you can upgrade the buildings, obviously.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
Let's do this
All
one.
will
Do
find
one of
their
each,
way
that's
to
fine.
us now that the road is clear.
Yeah. I know there's like a lot getting thrown at you at once at the beginning here, but the game's not that complicated. So all of these buildings will eventually get unlocked. We have things like the guild, the sanitarium, tavern, blacksmith, and other things. You can kind of sell, like, so this bar right here is a character stress bar. If characters get fully stressed out, something bad happens to them. Normally stuff like they go insane, or they start cowering in fear and things like that. And you have to
Mecca
avoid
of
that. That's like
madness
half the
and
idea.
morbidity. Your work begins.
All right, let's we'll go to the ruins. The ruins sound fine. These are all the places we can go. These, and each of these little things is a mission for us to do. We double click it to go in, and then we put people into line the way that we want to put them in a line. So I will put, actually, we'll put so the Seeker, this lady, she's a healer of sorts. The Plague Doctor is a long-ranged character. Can I right-click them? Yeah, I can. So the Plague Doctor's got like things like Noxious Blast. They're all ranged abilities, Plague Grenade, things like that. She has a lot of healing and stuff like that. I say that a lot. Divine Grace is a heal. Divine Comfort's a party heal, which is really, really good. This is a stun, and that's just a really heavy melee attack. And then Dismas is obviously like a mid-range fighter, so he's got Shotgun Blast, Tracking Shot, Open Vein, and Pistol Shot, which are all very good. And then Reynault is our knight. He's pretty much all melee. He can only hit the two guys in the front, unless you get Holy Lance, which hits people in the back, but and it moves you forward when. So that's a good ability, but not for us at the moment. So we'll get into another dungeon while I keep explaining more stuff, because there's lots to talk about, but
later in blood.
very little for us to, like, I need to be able to show you, basically. Grab a shovel, we'll grab a couple torches. So we need torches in order to see inside the dungeon. Food, you need it in case you end up in events where, like, your party has to wait, and you can heal party members with it. Holy water increases resistances. This clears blights, poisons, and toxins. We'll grab a bandage in case somebody gets poisoned, and we grabbed a shovel because sometimes there's like debris and you have to clear it, and the shovel's a good way to clear it. But I like this game. I like this game a lot. I like the really, really dark tones. Gothic fantasy is one of my favorite story settings and things like that. I say that a lot. I really need to stop saying and things like that. But we'll get moving forward. Gotta be on the lookout. So on the ground, you can kind of sometimes see traps and things like that. We have to watch out for those because, you know, getting hit by traps hurts your party, and that's not good. But, yeah. Game's fun. Game's a lot of fun. Got bone rabble. Bone rabble. That's right. Also, alright, let's take out the bone rabble. Do some shotgun blasting. Shotgun blasting is good. It's good for business. Nuke that guy with noxious blight. We'll fire this thing at that guy. He's stunned. Good. That guy died. Alright.
This is how a life is taken.
The narrator is one of my favorite parts about the game, too. So, the narrator is, like, super creepy.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
2 shovels. The narrator's super creepy. And he constantly is, like, he's, like, rambling and talking about, like, you know, everyone's dying and how we should be nervous about it and things like that.
Preventing passage.
But that thing right there is why we brought the shovel. I know there's a lot happening, and I'm talking a lot and explaining a lot of things. I'm sure I will explain a lot of times as we play. But for now, bear with me while I get through just the beginning of the game. But we have a good party of characters. This is the starting party for everyone, I think. I don't think that this party ever changes, as far as I know, for beginning players. There are other heroes, but I don't think you get access to them until, like, basically after we do this dungeon, we'll have access to other heroes. But until then, we just won't. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not gonna get bent out of shape over it. We'll do a plague grenade on that lady. She gets blighted. Totally fine. Shotgun blast on those guys.
As the fiend falls,
is good.
a faint hope blossoms.
And she died. All right. This dungeon's going like this. Like run right now is going like exceptionally well. Normally I get a lot more beat up when I'm playing this, like in the first couple go-arounds. But I've never actually made it very far in this game. I've only ever done the beginning. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Apparently this guy's got kleptomania or something. What is it? That's a key. Oh, but he just took it. That guy's an asshole. So Reynold has kleptomania. He steals shit. He can only pray to get stress relief, and he does 10% more damage if the torch is above 75. So this is the torch meter. We're at 84 right now. And you can, like, get rid of your torch, which sometimes has benefits. So there are characters who, like, work better in the dark, and so that's why you would snuff out the torch. I've never seen that, and so I think snuffing out your torch is a stupid idea. But, like I said, I'm not an expert on this game. This isn't like XCOM, where I've played 200 and something hours of XCOM over my whole life, and, like, I've played 4 hours of the game. So I'm going to be learning a lot of stuff as we go and trying to get the best party I can. I've actually started, I've been running a D&D campaign with some of my friends lately. Well, my team that I work with on Funk Unplugged. And I've been having a good time. D&D's a lot of fun. It's a good, for me, it's a stress reliever. And I DM. So, like, for me, it's a stress reliever. I enjoy, it's the same reason I do, like, YouTube stuff, is I enjoy talking, and I enjoy telling stories, and I enjoy playing games and explaining things and doing stuff like that. It's like my ideal thing in life would be to do this all the time, you know, which isn't in the cards at the moment, but, you know, you never know, maybe down the line something will happen. Let's go ahead and rearrange people so we can get this back in order. Yeah. Do I want the Plague Doctor? I think that's better. Is that better? I think that's better. Because we're... I don't think it matters. This is fine. What's my thinking here? Explore 90% of rooms. Yeah, that's going to be a little rough. So each of these spaces is a room, I think. Or is it every one of these squares? I don't remember. But basically we have to explore 90% of the room. That's our mission. It's up here. Every time you go into the dungeon, you have a mission to do. And, they range from, like, explore everything to kill all the monsters. Sometimes there are bosses in the dungeon that you have to go do. Room battle with a curio. Alright, we'll go down there. Or should we? No, let's not go back there. We'll just cut across. I think that'll be a good idea. Alright, we'll grab that. Pack contains loot. What is it? Food. Nice! Food's important because sometimes on longer dungeons you have to, like, rest in order to, like, continue the dungeon. So on medium dungeons in particular, stuff like this can come up. Eat 4 food or regain 5 health, or eat nothing and take 20% damage plus stress. We'll eat. I don't mind eating. We have plenty of food to go through right now. I might have overstocked for this mission, to be honest. But I don't know what overstocking is on a mission and what is or is not too much. So, you know, you're gonna have to bear with me on that. Ah, I'm glad we've gotten a lot of shovels.
Tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
What?
And
oh,
indefatigable purpose.
damn it. My bad. So you have to click the shovel to use the shovel, and I didn't click the shovel to use the shovel. So that's my bad. Ooh, okay. Let's do Plague Grenade on those guys. So this guy sucks. He does all of his attacks do stress damage, and as I explained earlier, stress damage is bad. It's bad. So we'll stun that guy. I don't want him to be able to, I want to kill him before he's able to act. That would be my ideal.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. I like the dark overtones. If I could go back, so right now in the D&D campaign that I'm running, they're playing, it's a desert theme. So a lot of the stuff we do is like, you know, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves based. And I like that sort of like that setting of like wild desert and, you know, all like the weird monsters and genies and things like that. I really like it a lot. But my second favorite is actually Eldritch Horror. So things like, you know, Arkham Horror, all the Cthulhu mythos, everything H.P. Lovecraft. I love all of that. Arkham Horror is still my favorite, I think. Really good. Really, really good. I've always wanted to play Call of Cthulhu. Because I'm going to continue adventuring so I can open this stupid thing. Open it. It was trapped! Alright, that's fine. We get to leave, so the blight damage doesn't actually matter. That was good. It was a good dungeon. A good dungeon indeed. Indeed, Master Wine. That was a good dungeon indeed. Apparently the shovels count as treasure. I was not aware of this. That pays back a little bit for what we spent to get the shovels and all the food in the first place. I might buy less food from now on, just because we ended up eating 4 of it. In town, you'll never drink. Obsessed with the paranormal. 20% scouting chance in the Weald. And the Yips. -5 ACC. I don't know what ACC is, actually. Like, now that I'm trying to think about it a little bit.
All my life I could feel an insistent
will lock into place and become severe. Severe negative curse cost more to remove.
Discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Alright, so here's our list of goals. Like, these are all of the things we need to do in order to beat the game, basically. A lot of them are bosses, like kill all the bosses and things like that. Succeed in our first assault on the darkest dungeon. Like, just complete the darkest dungeon in general, things like that. A lot of that's going to take a long time.
Kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Why don't we send you to the bar? That's fine. So, when you get up to about half stress, that's when I really sit down and, do you have something that you can only pray for stress relief? That's going to be bad. So we have 2 people who can only
The
pray for
cobwebs
stress
have been
relief.
dusted, the pews
And you
set
can't
straight.
pray because this guy's in the way.
The Abbey
God damn it.
calls to the faithful.
That sucks. We'll check the cart before we end the episode here. We got a couple new people. We got an occultist, a
To
bounty
fight the
hunter, and another
abyss,
plague doctor.
One must know it.
Good. All right. Not too bad. Not too shabby. We need more of these things. Deeds. We need more deeds. Which we'll get. We'll get them eventually. All things in due time. That's going to be our motto during literally all of this. So we shall see. We shall see. But all right. I think that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for bearing with me on this first episode while we were sort of settling into the game. I know that there was a lot of information that got thrown out. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. Give me some feedback on the series. I'm probably going to keep playing this until somebody tells me that they hate it, and then I'll probably stop playing it. Mostly because I want to play Darkest Dungeon. I plan on playing it in addition to finishing up Chroma Squad and then getting ready for XCOM 2 in like 2 weeks or so. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, let me know. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. It helps the channel grow. It helps me out a great deal. And please, tell your friends to come down to the channel and check out Stealwing's little show that I got going on here. So with that, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!